Welcome to Extra Aunties. I'm Auntie AK, the auntie of all aunties, and I'm here with...
I'm Farah, your resident Caribbean queen.
I'm Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
And I'm all things sugar and Shay Sade.
And we're also here with one of the OG queens of UK comedy, Ms. Angie Le Mar.
Thank you.
Okay, we're about to get deep into your business and your legacy as a gonna get you. Trailblazing black women in the UK comedy scene and beyond.
Yes.
You're an inspiration, a legend. Mm-hmm. We love you.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And we're very, very grateful that you're here. Yeah, man.
And you look good though.
Stunning!
Very nice though.
No, it means so much that you're coming on our show.
Yeah, seriously.
Because you really are an inspiration to all of us.
And we've been
Like,
talking-
we've all grown up, watched you, and yeah, it means a lot.
Yeah.
that you are gracing us with your presence.
Remember us in your speeches when you win? I'd like to thank your aunties could never. Like, you've been through the fire, you've sat through our main show, so you know what we start with, what we get into. So I would like to know, who is your enemy of progress? Who has been of all time or yesterday? Yeah.
My biggest enemy of and I would say it's a group
Okay.
I love that.
without naming,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I'm going to go into gatekeepers. Those have been my enemy of progress because I've seen them, I've met them, and I've been in touch with them. It's been people that you know, people that you admire. And that's always the hardest.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get through, and you know that the insecurities, the jealousies, the bad mindedness, the whatever. So that racism wasn't the thing for me. That wasn't my fight really in the beginning. It was really just kind of like getting through to understand that I want to work as a group. I want to get everybody in. Let's all go together. And not realising that everybody's not on the same thinking is what's my hardest thing. So when you see people in position, you think they're going to bring you through, or somebody looks like you, they're going to help you. That was the hardest thing to deal with. And seeing people in positions not do what I thought they should do. Not that I'm the one to tell you what to do, but that was always been my biggest block, is people who I think should be doing more, opening doors and deliberately closing them and knowing who they are.
Oh.
Was it a thing of like, don't meet your heroes?
Definitely. Also, sometimes you rub people up and you don't even know you rubbed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will be in a position. I remember one time this girl called me and she said to me, she's a journalist. She goes, Angie, I had a meeting with a director, and it really hurt me when they said, Angie Le Mar, we don't need no more funny black women type shows.
Oh.
And she said, and when she told me who the director was, it was somebody who I admired.
Oh, no.
So she phoned me to tell me, because she was so hurt,
Yeah.
that she's doing a piece on writers and directors and comedians and blah, blah, blah. And in interviewing them, it slipped out. So there's been a lot of that through my career, that people who you thought were going to fight for you didn't fight for you. And then you get to hear. That's the saddest thing. That's the hardest thing.
I know that's actual physical enemies of progress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And people that you like, the person that you see at a funeral.
Yeah.
And you sit there and you go, you know, and I know you know what you did and what you stopped. I know. So it's hard to just go.
Are you someone that confronts that, or are you someone that, I see you and keep it moving?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. I will check you and go, listen, I heard. If it's somebody that I really admire, I can't even let you know I know.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't, because it hurt too much. And then to go and confront you and explain that I know, for you to apologise and then act like you didn't, it's a waste of time. So that I can let go. Somebody who could be messing or really being difficult, I would check you and go, listen, I heard and you're stopping. Why are we doing this? Let's get clear. I've done a lot of that and created enemies with that and created friends with that. Because sometimes people have been misunderstood.
Yes.
And then everybody's trying to save themselves. Everybody's trying to get through. And I understand the pressure you're in. You want to get in, so you're not going to mention or you're not going to do the thing that we think you're going to do, that we've been pushing you to do.
Yeah.
Once you've gone in, you've actually got paranoid and think, I don't know if I'm going to stay in. If I bring you and you've got more talent, and if I've got you and you've got more ideas, why would I bring you to the table?
I hear it. Because then they could lose their position. It's like the talent in the room, and you'd know.
Right. Yeah.
Once you're in an organisation where you know there can maybe only 2 of us.
Yeah.
If you bring in too many people, then I could lose my position.
And the scared look, it's like when you walk into a room and there's a black person. We always used to say hello, innit?
Yeah.
You just go, all right, black person, black, you know. Being black is a task.
Yeah.
So when you walk in and they go like this, like, don't bring the black hair. You know what you're dealing with. And so when you see them get that look in their eyes, you think, oh, they've got you. It's like you've been zapped. You know what I mean? They've got you.
How many moments of grace have you got with people?
As a Christian now, the Lord has helped me.
Now, that's the word. Let me laugh.
Because now, before, honestly, it's on the stage. You're going to heckle me as a comedian. Good, this is good. I'm going to get you and I'm going to ruin it. Do you know what I mean? But as you get older and you go, maybe I shouldn't handle it like this. Because you learn from your own self. You go, well, you know, that maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe I should have just kind of whatever. And as I've gotten older and I've had to go, right, the power's in the pen.
Okay.
The power's in the pen. Just write it. All the things that they said I can't do, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to learn how to do this, direct and write and produce and whatever. I'm going to learn lighting. I'm going to learn everything, so that I can have a conversation at every level.
Yeah.
And so once you get to that stage in your life, you go, right, bring it on. Bring yourself. Because now you can't tell me nothing. I don't have to go to you to say, can I? Can I is a drink.
Can I?
It's a drink, bruv.
Do you not know what that is? That's
It's
very
just a drink.
I will. Insert picture.
It's just a drink. So we're not going to ask you for permission to be great.
So, like, what we're all aunties, which you're women, but what is admirable is seeing someone like you say, "Nah, I'm done with this. I'm taking charge of my life. I'm going to do something different." And definitely our watchers and listeners who lean into us for auntie advice and support, and auntie vention, as we like to call it. Have you navigated that? What was your motivation to saying, "I'm done. I'm quitting comedy. I'm changing my life. I'm going back home"? What was that thing that pushed you to do that, and where did you find that confidence?
I've always been tunnel vision. Do you know what I mean? And my brother, I've got 4 older brothers, and my brothers used to say to me, what the mind can conceive, the man can achieve. And I really believed it. So once I had it in my head, I can do it. You can't stop me. And I'm tunnel vision. I can sit down and go, I'd like to do this, and go and do it. When I got kicked out of school, I'm dyslexic. The borough didn't want me. Do you know what I mean? So back in the day, they'd go, you're a rude girl and whatever. But it's not. I just didn't work like that. And I work like that. And I'm okay. Put me in a drama club or drama settings, I'm at peace. I'm an angel. So I knew early what I wanted to do. And I didn't believe what was told to me. And then I had good parents who just said, you can do it. Why not? Who say you can? Go on with the thing now. Now listen to them. Let them go about the business. You talk about the let them theory now. We had that from a long time.
Okay.
Let them go on.
Yeah.
Let them go on with that. Don't worry about them. And so that's what really fueled me. So here I am in my life now. I've done it all. I've done a lot of things. And because I thought I could. They say jack of all trades, master of none is a lie. It's a lie.
Literally had this conversation recently. Why is that a lie?
Because you can do that, and you can do that, and you can do that. If you want to stay in your job for 40 years, good for you.
Yeah.
It's your safety net. That's not a safety net for me. I want to write. I go to see a show and I look at it and think, where's the black women? I want to write a show that's funny. French and Saunders can do that. Why can't we do that? Let me write a show, funny black women on the edge. Oh, it keeps selling out. Maybe people want to see this. Okay, this time I'll get more lighting. This time I'll get more costume. Oh my God, I'm not really a director. I better go and quickly learn to do a course. Because I can tell everyone to face forward for a while. And afterwards I'm going to have to go, you need to come from another perspective.
Yeah.
So you go and learn that. And before you know it, you've got that. When I wrote The Brothers was the fastest selling show bar Hamlet in the history of Hackney Empire.
Seriously.
For real, for real.
Wow.
Tell us, tell people what Brothers was about.
Oh, The Brothers was about three young guys who I just wanted to show black men who were not the stereotype.
Yeah.
So struggling with their relationships with their partners, one going out of a white girl and the issues that had. I wanted to show brothers that we had growing up.
Yeah.
And so I wrote it as a drama piece. I said to my producer at Choice, Ivor Etienne, I said, Ivor, I've got an idea for a radio drama. And my mum used to watch Young and Restless.
Yeah.
Young and Restless at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
My mum, mid-conversation, gone. And I said, I want to write something that does that.
Yeah.
That makes you stop and go and listen. So when I wrote it on Choice FM, Brothers, it was like 10 minutes every week for 6 weeks. Brought 60,000 listeners to that slot.
Gee whiz.
Wow.
What's the same name of the slot?
The slot on, so I was doing the Saturday morning show on Choice FM. So it would be the brothers, and it had all the, so where were you?
Yeah.
So do you love her?
It's not easier.
Yeah.
That was when you did the radio. Did you get the actors in? Were they doing it?
Yeah,
as
but-
well. So it was Richard Blackwood.
No, it wasn't Richard Blackwood
Wasn't
at the
them,
time. So
okay.
I think it was
Original.
Quincy and Slim at the time that
Okay.
did the radio
The
drama.
comedian, Slim the comedian, and who was?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I'll find his name.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't like me no more because I didn't cast him for the thing. So,
Oh, there we go. Happened.
so yeah, so we go to the now we've got 60,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, we know business and we know math.
Yeah.
So if 60,000 people are killing to listen to it,
Yeah.
I don't need that much to come and see them.
Exactly.
But I got to fill the Hackney Empire. So I got a call in Chucky.
Right.
He's just finished doing Footballer's Wife. So he
Yeah,
was
yeah. It's
Yeah.
big then, yeah.
When Chucky came for the audition, and I said to my assistant director at the time, Sade, I said, Sade, even if he can't act,
Not me, by the way.
Chucky's got a job.
We went
to college with
Chucky.
Chucky.
And when Chucky used to walk down the hallways, we used to go, Star! That's what they call you. How did you get where you are?
Wow.
Yeah.
We called him the superstars.
The
Him and his-
superstars.
this-
His
yeah,
clique.
Chucky was
so
in
it was
my
all
class,
that.
yeah.
When he came, he goes, Miss Lamar, I'm like this. If you could just look at that particular role, and I'll let you know later on. But I knew I had to get that kind of level of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Blackwood.
Yeah, he was
and
big at the time.
huge.
Nolan Weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nolan Weeks,
okay.
yeah. And so not Brenda, that was the character's name. Michelle Gale,
Yeah, that's it.
Kelly Bryan.
Kelly Bryan.
Yeah.
That's it,
So
that's it. Yeah.
that's an all-star lineup.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
They are the black stars.
Oh, God, yeah.
At that time as well.
So that in Brothers, now we've got 8 o'clock shows and we've got 12 o'clock shows. So you had this big queue coming out and this big queue coming in, 1,200 people coming in, 1,200 people coming out. And that was the time when I sat there and I thought, this is what God said to me, was don't wait for permission to be, I made you great. Do it all. Write it, direct it, produce it, do it all. And that was the beginning of that. Funny Black Women, then you got, your daughter is 40, Take Me Back. So writing plays was a way of me saying, this is the stuff I want to see.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it. And that's where I've always been like that. And I will go out and do the hard graft. I will fly myself. With the groups, we will do what we have to do. And we'll sell it. We'll get it full. We'll do what we have to do. Go on radio. So we were doing all the things we wanted to do back then. And building it. And building an audience. Because audience is key. Once you've got audience, you eat forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just have to supply to your audience. What's happening now is that people are going, where do you want me to stand? Will people come and watch me? As opposed to, I've got the people, I'll go and stand in front of them and give it back to them, the thing that they love. So it's very clever of understanding what an audience is. My company's called Straight to Audience Productions. Because God said to me, cut out the middleman and go straight to the audience.
I love that.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Brilliant.
So let's take it back.
Way back.
Back into time.
When did you discover that you were funny? Who told you were funny?
My brothers and back in the day we had blackouts and it was candle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I
And
remember
so it was like
candles in the drawer.
the family used to come into the room and everybody would sit down. And for me, it's my job to tell them, this is what mummy sounds like when she's talking to daddy. Oh, this is how daddy answers. And this is you, and this is you. And they just sit there like, we have to watch her. Because there's nothing else to do. And I'm like, and I got another one. And I remember I used to do puppets on the shadow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I used to be like, so, what do you think you're going to do? Well, she's like, so I've been doing all that and they've been watching and laughing. So that sound of laughter is what got me in trouble at school.
Right.
Because when I had to read aloud or stuff like that, I'd crack jokes to get kicked out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'd be outside the headmistress' office and she'd be like, what's she doing out here again? I said, what are you doing out here? He said, because I've got that quip. I'm like,
Oh my God, I'd be so vexed with you.
I was annoyed. I saw my teacher once, right, Mr. Benson, and I gave that teacher the hard time. I said, sir, at this big age, I really want to apologise to you. That was awful. From me walked into the room, I'd be like this, oh, sir, what are we wearing? You know, it was just fun. And he goes, oh, no, I tell everybody I taught Angie Le Mar.
Oh, that's
And I'm like, so at least you've got some peace for me.
I gave her a material. I love that.
So it was your family that nurtured that.
The family, absolutely. And I grew up in church. I grew up in church. So fun and jokes was church.
To be fair.
Like, honestly, when preachers preaching, we're like, oh my God, our little show going on down here. Pastor Sweet, Myra Mintz, whatever we're doing, just having fun and cracking jokes.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my audience. That's the beginning.
And then, because I mean, everyone's like, it's easier now, is it harder? Then how did you get into it as a black woman, young black girl that's like, I want to be a comedian? Was it straight to drama school? Was it easy?
No, I think for me, it was like when I started in the clubs. So back in the day, Podium, all those clubs and Shanolas, and the first one was like a little blues dance settings.
Okay.
And because they used to say to us, like, can you come up to Manchester? We don't have no money, but we have some choreo I can give you. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad, isn't it? It's bad.
I'm to Lewisham to Manchester for curry goat.
To Manchester.
Some real special curry goat.
Listen, I haven't even tasted
Was it good?
Because you're just glad that somebody wants you to come and perform
Yeah.
in front of an audience.
You know what? For real. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would have.
Yeah.
I would
Listen, we would take some shit for some
no,
curry goat.
that's true. That's what I was just thinking. I was just like, well,
I had to look. I had to look back at Sade. I was like, you're on your own.
It's happened to tell my boyfriend, husband now, but to say, we've got to go to Manchester. But Dave, guess what? They're going to feed us. We're going to get some food. Like, duh. You know what I mean? So you go there and you do the show and then you go home and you feel so good. But then somebody calls you and said, I saw you at this show in Manchester. Yeah. And then the fashion shows back in the day was like,
oh my God, that was a thing.
Yeah,
fashion shows. Tony, from Finesse, he booked me for fashion shows. Crystal Rose booked me when she used to do super.
Yes. Oh my God.
My sister did quite a few of her fashion shows.
Yeah.
I'd actually forgotten about that whole time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was a good comedian on there. So if you wanted a black person and you wanted a woman, I was always 2 for 1.
Wow.
So sometimes I was doing like 3-4 shows a night. So you come down from Manchester, drop off in Birmingham, come down to London, do 3 or 4 gigs in London.
What was your material like back then?
Oh, I'd be talking about like relationships.
Okay.
You know, like, you know, it's like, right, when you see a guy, right? And you come up to you like, excuse me? The guy squeezes you for a dance, you turn like, and he's so ugly! I'm glad it's still getting last night.
We're laughing. Relatable content. Relatable content.
40 years later. But yeah, that's what it was. And you get all this wad of cash, and obviously I'd go and pay my tax. And, you know...
Obviously, you did all of your tax.
We all are as well.
Yes, you did.
Yes, we all are.
Very important thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all this wad of cash in my hand thinking, I was social working. I wanted to do social work. I was doing like residential social work.
Oh, okay.
So at 19,
Oh, wow.
I convinced them that I would be good in a job like this because
Oh my God.
I would be their sister. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they could
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to you, so they could actually come to me.
Yeah.
So when I got the job, I was like, Okay. So they give me a shift, like, so 11, you do 3 till 11 or whatever. And I had this gig at Podium to do. So these kids are juvenile delinquents.
Oh.
So I said to them, don't brook up the place tonight. Please, nobody fight tonight. And when I come back, I will do the show for you that I'm sneaking out to do. So on shift.
That's good. Test material. I love that.
Not good. I left them. I left them, right? Because I was doing sleepover.
They should be sleeping anyway. She said, don't brook up the place. I might even have some curry bun for you.
I'm actually their sister, and it's working.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is really working, and I mean, it's really working because I'm looking after them. The black children that are in there, they love me because they're skin cream and everything. So it was proper.
Yeah.
Anyway, I sneak out, go to Podium from Broccoli to Thingy Bob, and I'm like, you're scared. Because I'm thinking, oh God, if anything happens, it's on to me. Done the show, because I had to do it because I was so glad to get the gig. Come back. I'm downstairs. I go inside thinking they're sleeping. They're all waiting in the common room.
Yeah,
Waiting for you to do the show.
So I was like this, oh, hi. And I go, how'd it go then? How'd it go? So I had to do the performance to them.
Oh, I love that.
And that was the one time I did that, and then I left.
I
realised that
Yeah.
actually I got away with that moment.
Yeah.
And the day I
you
left,
can't do it
You
again.
can't do it again.
that girl today cussed me.
Oh, really?
It breaks my heart, and I always wonder what happened to her. Because I was her sister.
Okay.
So I was doing their hair. I was taking them to theatre shows.
Okay.
They were eating food that they hadn't ate before.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, this person that now represents them is now leaving. That was the one thing in my life that I think, I wish I could have.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Journeyed them
They
out.
might have looked at your journey and what you did and been inspired by that. You know?
I hope
Look,
so.
she was my sister, she was.
Yeah.
If Angie can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope so, because it was really, there was one guy who became a dancer actually. Okay. So, and he always said to me, you were really, because we used to take him to theatre shows and dance shows and stuff like that. And I wanted to see the show. So I used to make sure that I could buy tickets for all of them.
Yeah.
So I got a group booking for the kids who want to go to the Real Empire to watch a play. Yeah. I think it would be good for them.
Yeah.
Well, I really want to watch it.
But look, they probably wouldn't have been opened up to that sort of opportunity.
exactly.
So
Definitely.
he may not even have seen anything like that to think he could go and be a dancer.
Who knows?
I think you inspired them.
I think so. I think it would have been huge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a DI.
DNA.
So from those live gigs, and then you're like, okay, I'm not gonna make it in social. I need to be out there.
Yeah.
What was your kind of like next kind of foray into it? And then what were you learning about yourself in that moment?
What I was learning
those
was that
times?
what I was thinking, everybody was thinking too. Because it's a confidence about comedy. Comedy is about confidence.
Okay.
It's about having the confidence to go, I'm thinking this, and I think you're going to think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And trusting it. And when you get in the laugh, being able to ride the laugh and stay on the laugh and not lose any confidence. And sometimes I died on stage, don't get it.
I was just going to ask
literally,
you,
what was that
how
like?
do you deal with that if you're on stage and the audience just aren't getting what you're saying?
Yes.
A joke that's worked so many times before, they're just not getting it.
I did 291.
Yes,
I was literally just about to say, did you ever do
love that
291?
show.
I love the
I
291
did
Club.
291 as a special guest and got booed.
Oh,
What?
no, you
The
got
Sandman
I did
come
not
on.
see that.
No, I just had to cut it because I'm not in the act. So.
Oh, okay.
so you
okay.
could
were
So I walked up and there's a front row girls, I rubbed them up. Something just didn't click. And they shouted out, she thinks she's too nice.
Oh no.
So I went, what am I thinking now?
That's why I was scared to stay. That show actually scared me.
that shows a lot.
I was literally
Yeah,
like, no, I can't do it. And when they would come and take you off, and it's like, and then people are like,
That's a
no,
lot.
you know, like the process. No, it's hard.
291 Club was hard.
It was hard,
Because
didn't
then they
it?
started everybody else booing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when they started going boo, I'm thinking,
Yeah, it's a lot.
you know what? I'm getting paid. I'm going home. And I remember driving. My mum had a Beetle. Still got that one. So I was driving home, and like tears were just rolling down. Because I was thinking, oh my God, I did that. And that was supposed to work. But lucky we ain't got social media, so ain't nobody gonna go, Angie Le Mar died on stage, whatever. I just went home, went peacefully to my bed, and whoever saw, and that was it. So you do die on stage, but it's how you come back, because it can knock you.
I bet.
Yeah, and then you got another gig tomorrow, and you get in, and everybody gets it. You think that's all right. Just a bad gig.
When did TV come calling?
TV came calling when we were packing out audiences. Leo Chester, Miles Crawford, Jefferson and Whitfield. Do you know what I mean? We were out there. Definitely, we were selling out shows. So everybody was, who are these people that are doing that? Because we're doing Hackney Empires, we're doing Alexander Theatre, we're doing the Theatre, Coventry. Everywhere we go, we're doing big numbers. So they were coming for us. And then they came for us. And so with that, we got the TV breaks and stuff like that. We got remember A-Force, when A-Force was there?
Yes.
So blouse and skirt. I used to write on blouse and skirt. So me and Curtis used to write for blouse and skirt.
Curtis Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard, okay.
So that built up. And then the Real McCoy was the turning point.
I was just going to say to you, because listen, let me tell you about the Real McCoy. This is why when I take the picture with Angie, and I send it to my cousin, she's going to be like, what? Because you see the Real McCoy, that was staple. We used to watch it. We used to tape it and re-watch it and watch it and burn the tape, and the tape's broken, and watch it again. I loved it. It was amazing. Like, that was such a special place. Like, what was that like?
That stand-up moment for me was the turning point.
Yeah.
The bookings changed the next day. The money changed the next day.
Wow.
Everybody wanted to book me. It was like that black girl that was on the Real McCoy doing that stand-up. And that was it, because they opened up the stand-up, the Real McCoy, they'd done sketches, but they opened up the stand-up bit.
Yeah.
And that's why all the stand-ups got that opening. And everything changed. Because all I did was tell this joke about when you go out and you scratch one side and the other side moves.
Yeah.
And that happened by accident. I was in the ladies' room once, right? And I was washing my hands, right? And there was this white lady standing next to me. And I just thought, oh, God, I just scratched my hair and the other side moved. And she looked at me like... And I thought... And I did that on the Real McCoy, and that's it. To this day, people come up to me and go...
I love it.
How did the Real McCoy all come together? I've never heard how, like,
The origin story.
the origin story of, like, who came up with it. What was the gatherings?
Well, I knew how it came about because I knew they were auditioning. Okay. But I don't know the concept absolutely behind. But I know that they were... I know Living Colour was out in America at the time, and there was lots of influence from that side. And it was prime for us to have a sketch show now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So it was like bringing all these actors and comedians together. So it was, I think, I can't even remember the names. I know Terry Jervis, Charlie Hanson, and even Lenny Henry was involved in some of that whole setting up for that to happen.
Okay.
So when those actors got auditions, and oh Lord, there was a disappointment from so many of us when we didn't get absolutely in the show. It was like,
I can imagine.
what more do we need to do? So when they opened up the stand-up, we were like, oh, okay, we've got to bring in.
And that's like a way to just bring in more talent as well into the...
Absolutely.
What was it like being part of that whole iconic show? What was that, did everyone get along? Were there lots of egos? What was that actually like?
Because I was the stand-up side of it, but the actors in there, we all know each other.
Yeah.
Like Robbie and G, Robbie G and Eddie Nestor, I've known them since I was about 13, 14. Because we were going to Dick Shepherd's drama group. Larrington, Walker, Ellen Thomas, Trevor Edson used to run those workshops. So we were all in it together. Short, Sharp and Shocking, Collett Johnson and Luella Gideon.
It felt like you were a real community when you, like, not just on the show, like when you would see you lot outside of that, it just felt like this is authentic. These are people that want each other to do well and respect.
And there was a love. It's like when you stand backstage and you're watching Leo Chester and you're thinking, oh God, I got to follow Leo. You know what I mean? And then you've got Felix Dexter.
Oh my word.
And you're just like, rest in peace. And you're like, these were legends. But we were just so happy to be together doing this. Because we were doing it individually, like I was doing the club. So everybody was coming together now that we are the original stand-up comedians, black stand-up comedians, we are out there and we are loving it. And we're loving when somebody's winning out there. Because if someone's winning out there, you're going to go and win again.
Yeah.
You don't want no one to die in front of you.
Yeah.
Because you've got to go and resurrect the audience. And then do your stuff. So please keep them alive. You know what I mean? So, it was a great thing.
So that was like a renaissance.
What do you... Okay, right. So the Real McCoy, yeah? We want to watch it now.
Yeah.
And we can't. Like, what...
It's available now. They had a big campaign and it's available.
Is it on that box thing?
No, it's available on
iPlayer?
Don't get
Is it
me wrong.
iPlayer?
Yeah, it's on iPlayer or something.
Is it?
Don't chat, but I know I'm watching tonight.
I thought it weren't available.
No, they had a big. It's been that ongoing campaign to have it back. It has come back. It was within the past 5 years. It's been back.
So what do you think about that? Because I didn't know it was back, but great that it is back. Like, in terms of like missing out on all that time when we haven't been able to watch the reruns, watch the show again and relive it and feel that. How do you feel about that? Because it's such a staple, it's such an iconic
it's
part of our
it
history.
hurt us. It hurt us physically in the sense of what it could have done for us. It hurt us financially. Because royalties is a very great thing to live off.
Yeah.
And if you stop that, because you don't see any of our shows. You don't see Empire Row, you don't see Us Girls, you don't see
Sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
you don't see Get Up, Stand Up, you don't see all the shows that we've been in, not even on Comedy Gold.
Yeah.
For real.
Because they're all on there, all their shows are there.
Yeah.
But our shows are not. And that repeat thing is the biggest theft from us.
Right.
Because we don't get it.
Yeah.
And if you hold it for long enough, like the Real McCoy, long enough, there is no repeat.
Yeah.
And it also stops a whole generation of people seeing people like it meant a lot to see people that look like us doing that shit. It meant a lot. It's like you wait for the night and you tune in with your family. It's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And to take that away from generations is just it's a sin, isn't it?
It's like we're starting again every time.
And that was like a renaissance.
And then you get
moment,
you're
like,
the first. Well, you're not
that
the first.
moment where all of you lot are thriving, and then it went dead, and then the next generations come in, and then when I started the British Blacks in 2012, that was like the beginning of the new cycle, and it's like we've been here
Done
before.
this. Yeah. So
But
when
it does feel like you're at ground zero.
when I'm watching it, I'm thinking, we've done that. We did that already. We've done that argument. We've fought for that. We've campaigned outside BAFTA. We've marched. We've done it all. We've done it. And then everybody comes back again and they start anew. And some people are too lazy to not know their history. Nobody wants to Google and find out what else has came before you.
Yeah.
When I was getting into comedy, I wanted to know who was Mamas Mabley and who's this and you know, all the people that the history, even if it's not the history, if I'm the history now, I wanted to know the history in America.
Yeah.
So when we come now to the next generation, the generation after, where's the homework?
But also, there's been an erasure of actual accessibility to that because, I'm sorry, I feel like I've said when I started the British Blacks many times, but when I started it, even researching, when I was building the database, trying to find information about the shows, finding a picture, finding a blurb, not there. Like, that's literally one of the reasons why I did it, because, like, there's not even documentation. I remember there was a time when there was like maybe 10 black films on the BFI website. Couldn't find anything else in any kind of substantive way. That like, yes, I could Google American stuff. Who do you have? I know that there's a conversation about youngers honouring their elders and vice versa. But what can we do better? What should we have done better in regards to preserving our legacies?
I think it's keeping people's names alive. When I went to see Phyllis Dexter, when he was dying, Phyllis never got a sitcom.
Yeah, I know.
That's a travesty.
Absolutely.
Forever in
was,
development.
Yeah, that.
That word development.
Yeah.
So sitting down,
people.
and at the time I didn't think he thought he was going to die, but he was like, you know, just believing still.
Yeah.
And knowing that it wasn't going to be. I just felt sad.
Yeah.
It felt like we had really been, I don't know what the word is, but it's like somebody could take your life and just delete it and say, everything that you've done, even though it was great, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
But we know it was because we hear the audience.
Yeah.
I'll go out on the street and somebody will say to me, Real McCoy.
Yeah.
And I did 5 minutes on the Real McCoy. I wasn't in the sketches.
Yeah.
But it was that important that people don't forget. So how comes that doesn't add up to the other developments that we kept going? You got any ideas? Yeah. Oh, we've got this sitcom, we've got this, we've got this, that, we've got this, that. Oh, that sounds great. Let's give you some development. So when I was sick when I was having my daughter, I had fluid on the brain. So I nearly died.
Oh, wow.
And at that point, I was talking to God and saying, God, you know what? What is this? Are we just going to go through history again? Having to start all over again? Are we going to fight this race war? We're going to fight this? What is it? What's going on? And that's when God said to me, you keep asking them for permission to be great. I made you great. Cut out the middleman and go straight to the audience. And I remember thinking, I hope my timing's still there, because it was brain.
Yeah.
Keep my timing.
Your
God,
tool.
keep my
Terrifying.
timing. Keep my timing. So I was out for a year. I had lumbar punctures with her throughout the pregnancy.
Gee whiz.
God.
So I was in Maudsley Hospital, having the fluid drain off, and then when the fluid comes off, you get a dry headache.
Yeah.
So the pressure on my head was from the pregnancy was. Your brain water is 15%. Mine was 52. So the water was crushing my brain. So they had to ease it off with the lumbers. Oh my God. So I go to the lumbar punchers, get it off and go home. And I kept thinking, God, please don't let me lose my timing. Please, if I come back, I promise I won't depend on the meetings. I'm gonna do for self. I'm gonna get it. And that's when the brothers came. I write it, I direct it, I produce it. Bang. So when I was on the dress circle watching the show, knowing that there was 1,200 people outside, I went, I get it.
Yeah.
You win. You don't have to ask people for permission to do you. How can that be? And that's where they've won.
Yeah.
Because you can do you.
Definitely.
Cool, blimey.
Facts, man.
Absolute truth. Oh my
Bars,
God.
man.
I just wanted to make a light relief. So when this girl is pissing...
No, I've got more to say. I wanted to say something about that. I was going to say a couple of things. One, I was going to say your child better not ever run up her mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
She better be nice to you forever. She better never say anything negative or cut her eye or anything ever or mumble under her breath. Nothing. I swear to Jesus. She better never say nothing.
And you know what?
Other thing I was going to ask you though.
She is the perfect child.
Okay, good.
Because she's here. But God bless me with her, because I'm looking for a teen name, because all my children's name is Travis, Tyler, and True. And I was going to name her Tony. So I had a dream, this little girl at the bottom of my bed, hair all out. I said, what's your name? She goes, my name's True. So the girls in my family, like my mum's name is Leonie, my name's Leonie. So I named her Leonie. So her surname's Prosper. And one day when I was looking at her name, I said, True Leonie Prosper.
Ooh.
She will truly only prosper.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Honestly. So that instinct. Now, when it comes to like
Beautiful.
editing, media, design, social media, God bless me with her.
Oh.
Because she's
True.
she's the one.
We need you.
And don't let her sing. Because when she starts singing, I cry.
Oh.
Because it's like God just went, air, 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 air.
Oh.
Wow.
So all that, what I went through,
Yeah. That's amazing.
That's why your name's Leonie, Angie.
Angela Leonie Martin.
Okay, fine. Just checking.
I was going to ask you as well. You do have 3 children. Yes. This is the favourite, obviously, because she's the God bless you. Right? How, when you were like parenting your kids when they were growing up, would you throw in some of your comedy in there? Like when when they try to run up their mouth, would you like?
True is nodding for the audience. True is nodding her head. Like, yeah, mum was got bars.
And even when it comes to reading books, kids' books and stuff like that, I remember reading them and like not getting the words right because I'm dyslexic, and they'd be like, Mum, it doesn't say that. Do you know what I mean? And I remember just making up words. And making up. So now I didn't even take the book. I'd be like, so I got two theory that's always late. Black tooth theory that's always late. So I've been making stuff up. One time I didn't get the money underneath the pillar. Yeah. I said, oh my God, she must be working. You've got to go back to sleep now. And you've got to really sleep and see how it is, and then go and sneak the money in there. Mum, she came. I goes, yeah, because she's late. She's a black tooth. She's late. Bless her.
She's got a lot on. It's just her, you know.
In itself.
For real, that could
It's
be
a
a
sitcom. That's a
sitcom.
wicked sitcom. I can see that in with a bit of dark comedy,
Absolutely.
dark humour.
One of my
Feel it
kids'
like-
books coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
So gosh, there's so much. It's getting late. There's so much to go into. But so TV, taking ownership of your career, bam, 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 bam. This country's the devil's place. And then you're like, I'm done with you. Did you ever try go to America?
I went to America in the beginning. So I done the Apollo and done all those things. And
did you?
played the Apollo and
Really?
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. But I just had Travis.
Okay.
And I remember going to LA and and I just found it dark.
Right. Okay.
I found the people so insincere and just, I didn't think I was ready for it. I had a meeting with this woman. I had locks at the time, red locks. Like I say that because it's red locks. So if I meet you at 2:00, by 5 you might remember you met me, right?
Yeah.
With red locks.
Yeah. Could you not meeting too many women like that?
Oh no.
So in the afternoon, we was going to the event, and I said, "Hi, we met earlier. How are you?" She goes, "Sorry, you know." And I was like, "Oh my God, I've had too many of those experiences there that made me feel like I'd rather work it in America, in England.
Okay.
I'm comfortable there. I don't think I can take on America. I don't think it's with children. It's the place for me. So I stayed in England. So now is when I'm going.
But you decided to go to Jamaica. Why? Home called you.
Well, my mum lives in Jamaica. I lost my dad 8 years ago, looking after my mum, and that's my job to do. So she's better in Jamaica. So I've always done 6 months here, 6 months there, back and forth.
Okay.
So most of the times I'm in Jamaica a lot of the time. So I decided it's time to just go home and start doing what I got to do, taking over the land, getting on with what I have to do. And it so happens that a lot of people are going home now, my age group,
Definitely.
who know me.
Yeah.
So when they call me and say, Angie, can you come up with some content?
Oh, look at
I said, okay. So I go and do meetings. I sit down. I'm developing 2 shows now. One sitcom.
It's what the Caribbean needs, man.
One is a sitcom.
Fantastic.
It's called Jamaican Chicks, which is like Girlfriend Jamaica.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait to watch it.
And then me and Julie Mango doing a show. We're touring around Jamaica. And just doing like a Thelma and Louise around Jamaica.
Oh, nice.
And just showing the Jamaica that you don't always see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the fact that we are both from that generation, both comedians, but also we want to do the deeper side of it.
Of course.
Like deal with other things as well that's happening in Jamaica. And that just came out of the blue. Writing films now. I'm writing a film, 40, which is my play, which is a film.
It's going to be a film.
Yeah, it's going to be a film. So next year I'm going to be casting for that. Or this year, actually. Yeah.
I mean, if you need cameos.
I mean,
Yeah, you know what I mean? If you need...
I'm going to audition. I'm
I am.
actually put out. I'm going to
I'm going
audition
to put
for
it
this.
to you. I'm not auditioning. I'm in it.
To be fair, let this be our audition.
This is it.
You got with us.
It's 5 characters.
I'm going to be in it.
That would be cool.
You mentioned you're a wife and a mother. Had all that and a grandmother. Yes, you are. Congratulations.
6 grandchildren, yeah.
Oh,
I was going by Travis's, but yeah. Oh,
6, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, this is the first. A mother and son have been on our show.
Yeah.
Travis, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
juggling being a wife, a successful wife, and a mother.
How'd you do it?
You know what? Rule number 1. Marry a friend.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to marry your friend. You've got to be able to, and however it comes about, because I was going out of his friend.
What?
Do you know this? She knows, okay, fine.
This is the whole clip.
Oh my God, yes, here.
So now I'm going out with this guy, right, who does never turn up, right?
Okay.
So I'm always
the
like,
Waste
man.
oh, you're the
Okay.
one that you go,
Late.
Yeah.
so where are you, you know? So he'd disappear on Friday and not turn up till Monday.
One of those.
So remember, we got the phones back in the day.
Yeah,
I sound like I'm from the...
No.
Yeah,
It's like you're doing house phone business,
It's like the
isn't it?
pages, like pages.
Barely.
So
You
anyway,
gotta catch him.
He disappeared on Friday. Come Monday, I can't find him. So I phoned Dave. So Dave, have you seen? Say the name. Say his name's Peter.
Yeah.
So have you seen Peter? I go, no. Oh, okay. Could let me know Angie's calling. I'm trying to get hold of him. I haven't seen him for a while. Okay. Monday morning, I phone him at work. Hi. All right.
Oh.
I thought you died. I just because you don't know. You're so stupid. You think maybe he's dead.
Yeah. He's in hospital.
I don't think it's possibly just being
to find him.
Yeah.
I'm not very
He
nice to me.
dies every weekend.
It's on a Monday.
So I phoned his. He used to live with his sister. I'd be phoning. I said, "Hi, is Peter there?" She'd be like, "No, it's not." Okay, bye bye. You know, slowly getting it.
Yeah.
I'd be talking to Dave. Say, Dave. And then one day, I think David just had enough. He just said, "Look, he's engaged. He's
No, not even. No.
Wow.
Engaged.
this guy was living a completely different life.
Oh.
That's why he can't check you. That's why he can't come on the weekend.
On the weekend.
I'm thinking he's in hospital dying.
He was engaged.
He's got a whole fiance.
After God-feared men. Seriously.
Bless Dave.
Wow.
So one day, I think he got fed up of me talking.
of course.
Like, so can you tell him to call me? I'll be at home. So he can give me a call. So you know them stupid ways. You're allowed to do it once.
Yeah.
One time.
You're allowed to be stupid once.
Yes.
Yeah.
After that, you cannot be stupid.
Yeah.
So, but David and I became friends. So in that friendship, we were just like, we could be honest because we're not having no relationship set up.
Okay.
So we're just friends now. So what you doing? You're doing music, you're doing that, you're doing that, I'm doing this and blah, blah, blah. And we just became really good friends. And then one day it was just, Travis appeared. How did that happen?
You went from friends to Travis. Nah. What happened in between? I want to know the day you were like,
I have to go now.
And then one day, he was like, "No, I've always felt like you're the love of my
Did he
life."
say it's you? It's always been you.
So it just happened. It just happened so nicely.
okay.
Yeah.
Because you start liking this person.
Yeah.
And you start looking forward to talking to them. You start looking forward to being friends and like, oh my God, guess what happened to me today? Oh, no. And I don't think it's anything. And then one day it goes,
Give it a look.
I think I love you. You know, that type of feeling that you have. So it's really romantic in that sense. And then it becomes what it is.
Yeah.
That same guy that drives me all the way to Manchester, drives me
For curry goat.
and luckily I can cook it now. So
To drive nowhere. Was there any like I'm an not independent or I'm a what's the word? I've lost my words. What's the word when you're ambitious? I'm an ambitious woman. I'm a career-driven woman.
Right.
Was there any contention with him in like,
Not
you know,
at all.
some men like,
not at all, because we did the
"Gotta be in the
friendship.
kitchen, woman."
We did the friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did the dreams. And so now it's about how to get you to your dreams.
Yeah.
And how to live that life where you
coding.
don't mind. We've got to do that. So all the music for my show, my husband does it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, of course.
Look at that. I love it.
Because he's a producer.
Yeah.
So
I
therefore,
didn't know. Okay.
so therefore you have that now.
Yeah.
So now you're doing things together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we've done this thing and I had this idea in the kitchen. Wouldn't it be great if we did that? Oh my God, we can do that. So you got that life. So it didn't come across as you're doing your thing or I'm doing my thing. It was just what we were doing as friends.
How did you conflict resolve?
To be quite honest, it's just how you do it. If you argue, you get it out. But you know that it's a friendship. So if you've got a really good friend, you don't break that friendship up, do you? Sure. And that's where the relationship is a problem. If you go into a relationship for the relationship and the love and the thing, you can break up because it's not built on the friendship, which is, you know what, you're my bona fide, you're my friend. And this happened and I know that your intentions was not that. So we can get through this. So we've gone through it, having a child, being sick, all of those things have been to the, I don't know, to the end and back and know that this is it. We've got this.
How many years have you been to?
Yeah.
Snap.
How many years have you two been together now?
I think it's coming up to, I think next year we'll be 40.
Oh,
That was just 37, 38. Yeah.
look at that.
So it's a long
40 years.
Lovely. That's lovely. And then
that
the
is.
kids, like, and also being an ambitious, career-driven mother. How did you deal with mummy guilt if you had it ever?
My kids were in the back of the car.
Okay.
Half the time people didn't even know I had children. Some people, when they make kids, they go, I didn't know you had kids because you didn't. I said, what? I was there doing stand-up, pregnant. I just said I couldn't get a babysitter, so I got to bring the kid with me.
Yeah.
This is it. I remember one time Tyler, my son, middle son, just walked on the stage and I thought, upset, and he's walking like, and I looked like, Dave. How they was in the back of the car in the hotels? They were just.
How did you feel when Travis was like, "This is a bit of me"?
Boy, when Travis said he wanted to do stand up, I was so shocked.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised because he wasn't. At home, he didn't show those signs.
Okay.
If you meet the other two, you go laugh a minute. Chu could do stand up.
Oh, really?
Hilarious.
That's so funny.
So he was quiet. You know what I mean? He was quiet.
Yeah.
And the first time I went, I can't help you. This is the job you have to do by yourself. Yeah. I can't make it better. So you're going to have to go for it. So the first time I went to see him, it was nerve-wracking. I was thinking, if they don't laugh, I'm going to be like this. Can you just laugh? Yeah. The boys trying. So I had that fear.
Yeah.
So I went inside. My husband sat in the car because he was like, I can't go in.
Oh.
So I went inside and I sat there and watched him and went, yeah, he can do it.
Oh.
He can do it. He can do the rules. Are you funny up there? You don't have to be funny at home.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If you see me sometimes by myself, people go, ooh, give us a joke. And I think, you know what I mean? Press a till for me. Go on. Yeah. Do an accounting paper for me. Go on. Who does that?
Yeah.
So when I saw him, I was like, okay. And then he did the work. Because I was saying to him, you got to do the work. You got to learn how to write. You got to learn how to direct. You got to do the producing. You got to do it all. Because this thing isn't a one thing. You got to be able to do all of it. And that's what when I see him now, I'm incredibly proud of him. Because I think to myself, you did the work.
If he wasn't funny, would you have said, son, it's not for you, go and get another job?
Absolutely.
Would you have told him?
Well, I directed his first stand-up show.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, his first stand-up show, I directed it. And I said to him, you're not going to come to the house to do it. You're going to book a venue. I'll meet you there. And it's a job.
Yeah.
So I want you to respect that. I'm your director.
Yeah.
So every time we get the jokes, write the jokes, I go, okay, that's funny, but why is it funny? How can we better
He
it?
got free training.
Yeah.
Imagine.
People pay for that.
How can we top it up?
We want a
You know what I mean?
director.
I've gone to see some of his shows, and I've gone like, comes after, so Mum, what do you think? Out of 10, because I mark him out of 10, and he'd have a great show. And I go, okay, nice, good 4.
Amazing.
And it was a good 4.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? Because I can go, you can go further. You can go further. If I say that,
Yeah, you know,
That is fair. That is fair.
I've got to push.
you got to keep pushing. And, now do the one-man show, now do the this, now do that. So it's just really sharing. Like, how did the gig go? Wicked. Smashed? Nice. And that's nice because it's like I want him to enjoy it because I enjoyed it. I did it at a time when there was there's no comparison and there was no judgment. Because first of all, where's this black girl going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just did what you did. So now
Apart
the
from
competition's different.
Travis, obviously, who do you like now? Who do you think is funny, like on social media?
Can't
or
hear
who's
it.
out there?
What's that sound for?
Yeah.
Huh?
Can't hear it.
Give us.
Wow.
Shana's really there, like,
She's like, I'm not saying that.
I know I speak quietly, but
Literally, she's like, oh.
Your face went like... No, I think we've got a great set of talent out there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whether or not the talent's moving forward in the way that I think it can, if we had the right producers and directors to be able to go, this is what I want to do for you. Like you watch sitcoms in America. You take Martin, stand up, and then you take him and spin him off into the style.
word for
And
real.
that's how it's supposed to go. It doesn't go just nowhere and round and divert them to do different types of shows that has nothing to do with progression. It's just gigging and jobs.
Yeah.
But then they'll run out of you as the in thing. And then you go, I didn't get to finish. Because he wasn't on track.
Yeah.
This is why I say the writing is important. Because you eat forever. The power of writing is important because then you write for yourself and you create content.
Yes.
This country makes it so difficult for anyone to do it.
It makes it difficult if you are, like I said before, what's the thing I said before? I'm tunnel vision.
Yeah.
I don't see you. I just see that it can be done.
Yeah.
And I'm using that. So you look back on how everyone's done it
Yeah.
and then you learn from them.
That part.
You can't just go and start reinventing the wheel. It's a process. It's to get you to film. It's to get you to TV. It's to get you to somewhere else. It's to spin off from your stand-up into acting, to spin off into that. Look at Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
We remember him from In Living Colour, his own show, the Jamie Foxx Show, to one of the baddest actors out there. Because you can do it all, actually.
Yeah.
Or you create your own, the same way you can create content. We've got platforms. The play that I've done now, the next play that I've got, Siblings, I filmed it in a day because the theatre's now so expensive and hard to get the work through. I said, well, you know what? Let me go straight to my audience. Film the whole play.
Yeah.
Buy it online.
No,
That's a gem there.
that's Tyler Perry
I was about to say.
model.
Yeah,
So that's an,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
got his
Yeah,
chicken circuit
that's
together.
it.
Tyler Perry is, people give him a hard time.
We do.
Yeah, what do you think of him?
We do.
I love Tyler Perry.
Okay.
I love Tyler Perry. I love the fact that he says, no, there's an audience. It may not be what you want, but you've got that. This audience wants this. They want to see themselves, they want to hear themselves. And that's all right. It may not be, I mean, the film that's the soldier story that's that.
I keep
What did you
saying
call it the other day? You said
I
call
called
it 1, 2, 3, 4.
668.
That's it.
668 is brilliant for the information that you're finding. Nobody would think that was a Tyler Perry type style.
Yeah, it's not his style.
It's not his style, yeah.
Right.
Because he
So
didn't write it. And,
maybe he's
yeah.
bringing people in now. If he could do more of that, I'd love that.
Yeah.
that part.
That's what he needs to do.
That is exactly what
Get the writers.
That's what we've
But
said.
the writers don't turn over as quick as he does. He's super thinking.
Because he's just churning it.
No
just
more
churns
scenes
it
with
out.
putting people out of the coffins, though. That would be nice.
And the wigs.
Oh, the
And the
wigs.
wigs.
Beauty
Come
in
on,
the Black
Tyler.
wasn't that bad though.
It was, yeah.
It wasn't that
You know what?
bad.
I actually watched that and I was like,
On
that was
Netflix.
actually okay.
It was-
Beauty in the Black was
Wait,
actually okay.
Is that it was okay because it's Tyler?
Tyler
and
Perry
you're-
bar or-
Is
No,
it the Tyler bar
As
or
a
in
standard
general?
of
Yeah.
drama
Yeah.
that's out there, it's actually okay. It's
okay.
watchable.
Yeah.
And it is actually...
But you know, like the okay still doesn't make me want to
hesitant
watch
say
it.
it's good, but it's good.
No.
Like,
You see, you're saying it's okay. Okay is not enough for me to
In
watch
my
it.
opinion, it's okay.
it's watchable.
It's watchable, yeah.
But you see, the thing is, he's got the right to not be good sometimes.
yes.
Hell yeah.
I want it to be sometimes.
Yeah.
No, but the track record, if you're churning out all
Yeah.
those dramas and you're writing them, something's going to get weak.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's a lot. We're not. I'm not going to sit here and go, is this, is that? But somebody who is churning out like that and building that studio that he's got.
Phenomenal.
Something had to happen.
Fantastic.
Something has to be done.
I think so. Everything you said is so spot on with us doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
And in a way, there's so much more technology and help that we should be doing this. Like, really, we can do it. Like, there hasn't actually been another time in history where you could create a whole broadcasting studio and you could do it. You could fund that. Like, we haven't had moments like that. So I would love more Black people to actually be like, we can follow that collective model, get together and make real content for our people.
You've got to do it bad first.
That's it.
When we go to the networks, we've got to be really good at something we've never done before. You think it's easy to write a sitcom?
Yeah.
So when you go with a sitcom idea, you think, I think I got an idea, but I don't know how to structurally put that together yet. Until you've gone through a lot more writing, a lot more understanding. But what you need is an editor now. You need a producer now. You need people who have done it. So by the time we've all come together, we could get you from here to here.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get rejected there because you've never done it before.
Yeah.
It is breaking ourselves on the shackle of having to go through the institutions, because that is the biggest fall of a lot of creatives that I've crossed my path. It's like you start doing it independently, and then BBC, Sky, all these people come knocking, and you're like, oh my God, I've made it, and then they let you down. and then it takes your vim and your hustle out of you, and then you're tired. And then
It is the biggest con. The corporation is the biggest con.
You've got to actually ignore them.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
It is that. All right. Self-care, darling. What's in your handbag? We want to see it.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. I want to know what are your bits
Self-care in my handbag.
Like,
what do you
what's your
You know,
makeup?
hand cream, lip
Sorry, I meant to say
balm,
the beauty moment.
something.
What are you using?
This is true.
What can't you live without in your handbag at least?
Phone.
Phone.
Right, what's your foundation?
Your glasses. Is that your eyes?
That's my glasses.
Yes, your glasses.
Okay.
That's nice. Sweeties because I'm older.
Okay. Oh, they
fair.
mint as well. Okay.
Hand cream, I don't know what the Nivea thing's about. I don't know where I found that.
Okay. It's just any.
Didn't I just say, where did I get Nivea from? But look.
in your makeup?
What's in the makeup box?
Got a little makeup bag. Okay.
So that's a little bit makeup and stuff like that.
What's in your makeup bag?
What's the foundation that you are using?
At this moment, right now, it's Fit Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mimi the blogger also was like really promoting Maybelline. She said it's very good,
They've got some
affordable.
nice colours.
Okay.
Yeah, rich colours.
Your
and
skin
stuff.
looks glowing.
It does.
I know it's Jamaica, but also.
But also, no, but I mean, and look, I'm never without me fancy.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
Rihanna, for that.
Yeah.
And
You need your
Yes.
I'm very basic. I can't do the layers that everybody's doing. I can't.
It's all right. You don't need to.
My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's okay. It's all
And
right.
that's it, a bit of money.
That's really good in your little bag.
there we go. You have your
So it's-
look, money's still
Yeah.
it's still
Still
essential.
necessary. Yeah, but
That bag's slightly like the TARDIS. Mary Poppins bag. It's the Mary Poppins bag. There's a lot in there.
There's a lot
My
in there.
thank you
I
guys.
thought I bought that bag for me, didn't I?
Oh, thank you, True. I wanted to check.
And then the skin cream is Antonia Burrell.
Oh.
Antonia Burrell.
Antonia Burrell.
What is it? Just like a day cream, a night? What
It's
do you do?
everything.
I haven't heard of that.
Antonia's a black woman.
Oh, even better.
Antonia Burrell.
Okay.
Why does that sound like an actress?
It does.
Isn't it
Look
actress
at
called
this
Antonia?
woman's over 50. Look at her.
Oh, is it?
Antonia Burrell.
Burrell.
Okay.
Global
Google her now.
skincare.
So
Okay. Oh, she's over 50.
So she is, I've been using her for nearly 20 years.
Oh.
Really?
She is anti-aging.
Okay.
Why do you think that we shouldn't use anti-aging? I would say to anybody in their 20s, get on the anti-aging now.
From 20s.
Yeah.
Really?
Don't wait. Why would you get to 60 to anti-age?
It's true. It's not reverse, is it?
I hear you.
It's anti-age.
You know
Not
what I mean?
reverse age.
It's
So what's your routine? What do you do? Like, what's your, like,
So she's got a cleanser there. So it's an oil cleanser.
okay.
Wash my makeup off,
Okay.
tone it up. And then I put on my, she's got a skin mask that you can sleep in.
Okay.
Her oils, her serum oils.
Right.
My gosh. My Lord.
And you've been using her for I've never even heard of
I've
this
never
woman.
heard of this person.
For 20 years.
Where she is? American, but
No, she's here.
she's here. Get out of
Oh,
town.
come on now. She needs to
Antonia.
sponsor us.
She's
Hi,
been-
Get on
Antonia.
here.
Antonia.
Harrods. She used to be in John.
Used to be, what happened?
I think she's going independent to relaunch again.
I just looked at the pricing.
Oh, is it?
That's why we've never heard.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not true.
No.
Because people were doing, and
120 pounds.
Hi, my God.
but
But if you want to do a before and
It's
if you want to do a before and after,
if you're going to say to me your skin looks good,
true.
It better.
how can you then not go by what? This is not like Le Mar back in the day.
Oh, yeah, Le Mar. Yeah.
150, 80 pounds, 200 pounds, people were buying that. You
Yeah, they buy.
do you know what though?
So don't need to
By
buy
the
all
time I
of it
buy all the
then.
Rihanna
don't have
stuff,
to buy all of
I've
it. Start
spent
with it. You can do
and
little
spent
small
and
ones.
spent.
Okay.
Test it.
Test it first.
All right. So out of all of the stuff that you use for hers, yeah, what is the thing that you would not be able to live without? Because if we can buy a one thing,
With that, and
we'll buy a
yeah,
one
what?
thing, innit?
Serum.
The serum.
serum.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
that.
We just
I'll
have to
do
share. We do custody.
Yeah.
I get 1 week, you
split
get
it.
one. We split it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I love this because I'd never heard of her
Oh, this is
before.
fantastic.
Ever.
Yeah, this is for us.
She's
Amazing.
And if
Definitely.
you get a treatment from her, my gosh.
She does treatments
She
too.
does treatments. Sometimes she comes to London and she do treatments. and
What?
stuff. Yeah. She is awesome. When that steam hits your face and you walk away, you walk out thinking,
You look facials.
What's going on?
I've never heard of her.
Antonia Burrell.
In my life.
All right, bro.
Wow.
All right, Trick.
No, that's not even that bad. Look, it's £99 for a facial. 50 minutes. That's
Okay,
doable.
that's
Yeah.
Okay.
I need
That's
to go there,
doable.
check it out.
Okay.
All right.
trust me.
We're on it.
Trust me. You
That is doable.
message me back.
Oh, we will let you know.
Yeah.
All right, finally.
Finally.
Sorry, I was so involved in Antonio.
Like I said, we have this thing called the Auntie-vention. Is there anything we can help you with? Anything that you want some advice from your favourite aunties? Even though we're kind of...
I would say for me, it's the generation of young girls today. And what?
Did we come under young girls?
Yes.
Oh,
And what? It's the thinking, because I'm concerned about some of the thinking in terms of what people want from relationships and what people think is the go-to thing, and why that is the message. Why is that the message? Like, for instance, you got to have 100K before you this, or you got to have a guy's got to have this, that. That I think is killing relationships.
I agree.
Me
And
too.
listening to people who don't know what they're talking about.
the singles.
No, I agree. I think
I'm with you.
I'm with you on that, and I think that also breeds the opposite, where men then think that women need to be doing certain things for them in order to have that. So it is this weird thing at the moment. I was having this discussion with my mate the other day as well. Like, he was telling me about one girl who's talking to one of his children, his son, and is asking for all this stuff, and it's like, you can't be asking for all that stuff. Like, he has to meet these things before she'll even date him properly.
Yeah.
Like, get your
It's
nails,
a lot.
When I hear get your nails done from it's £20. I mean, what do you need somebody to do these things for you? That's the thing I can't stand. And the men have this expectation of women. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
It's not
I
realistic.
think all the relationships that are happening right now from the social media and the message that is being given, I think is damaging.
It is.
It's damaging the community. It really is. And when I saw this girl that was doing the sexual thing with the... And the way she did an interview, and she said... So we broke it down, groups of 5. So 5 guys would come in, and so we do it. And I thought, she's talking like she's doing a business deal.
Yeah.
Like she's teaching somebody stuff. And some girl somewhere thinks that's okay.
Yeah.
Until she does it. And then she realises, oh no, I'm now damaged.
Yeah.
Because the girl who showed me looked normal.
And she probably isn't.
And we don't. This is the whole thing. We
How
don't
could
know
she be?
how you can go from sleeping with 1,057 men within a time span. We don't know what that actually does to you
We don't.
Yeah.
in any
To your psyche.
way.
It's
like
true.
what
It's quite sad.
physically, emotionally, we actually
of
don't know. And just because she was able to talk about it eloquently afterwards,
Doesn't mean.
we don't. 5 years time, what's she gonna be? We don't actually know.
And I think this is what's great about what you guys are doing. Because there's a reason why I love your podcast. Because you're honest. And you talk where when we were doing Choice, we could talk. So that real voice was really missing. It wasn't trying to be liked. It's not trying to be this. It's just, this is what it is. Take it or leave it. And I really think that's what I love about you guys. I think it's great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I loved you on Choice as well.
mean, no, that just means so much.
7.1.
Choice FM.
Choice
Peace to
FM.
that.
Yeah, let's not even do that.
I don't know if we could have staged the right auntie-vention in that, but yes, I agree with what you're saying. There's a problem out there, Houston. We have a problem with the messaging out there.
Yeah.
It needs to be kind of reset, recalibrated. We're on a mission.
Yep.
Yeah, we try.
On that note,
Thank you.
thank you so much. So much gems.
Thank you.
So much inspiration.
I feel like we've had an auntie venture.
We've
Auntie
We've got an
venture.
auntie venture.
Auntie venture.
I've learned
Like,
so much.
Yeah,
Bless.
Oh,
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Guys, that was a special freaking treat, wasn't it, for your membership?
That's worth 25 million
Right?
99.
You better get some people with that shit. Thank you so much, guys. Come back to us next week. Take care.
Bye bye now.
That's it.